Backed by popular demand. All of the fans wanted it. Here is Messy Driving Vlog, episode 2.
That was really
Let's take off.
doing too much.
Doing too much? Oh, you ain't doing enough.
If I break down, hypothetically, theoretically speaking,
You're not gonna break down.
You never know.
Like mentally, but not like the car. The car's fine. We need a topic of discussion. Do you have any fun stories to tell?
No.
We've told every story that we have 100 times.
Wow.
We wrecked live on camera. Just got in a car bonk. You want to talk about the time we almost got into, that we pretended we got into a car bonk?
I think we already talked about that.
I don't think so, because we were we were fresh out of school and we were still scared.
Well, we faked a car bonk.
So senior year, down the street from
It was not for Zaxby's, it was for mental health.
All right, queen. All right, girl. Senior year, we're at a Christian private school, and we got a lunch break, and we were allowed to drive off for lunch because we were seniors and seniority. So down the street, a Zaxby's just opened up, and it was like the first day that we could actually like go on our lunch break. So me and Kirsten, on a Friday, we had chapel that we were supposed to go to right after lunch. So we zip-zap-zopped to Zaxby's, and we were like, we also had an essay due right after the class after chapel, and there were these weekly essays. There were these weekly like news report essays, and we were fed up. We were tired of it. It was miserable to do them every single week. They weren't hard, they were just inconvenient. We go to Zaxby's, and we're like, we have to do our essays, but we only have like a 30-minute lunch.
And they wouldn't let us do it during like chapel.
Yeah, you can't do your work during chapel. So we were like, let's just skip chapel. And we were like, but they're gonna be like, why did you skip chapel and give us detention and like take our lunch privileges? So we were like,
I told you everything that was gonna happen, and guess what?
All right, it's not my fault. It is not my fault that you manifested that. You manifested that. Manifested that, and that's just period. We would have been fine.
I manifest this like, what's happening to my net worth?
Anyways, it's important to note that everything that happened, Kirsten said was gonna happen, and that's why it happened. I feel like that's a very important note, that you spoke that into existence.
No, I knew, because I went over every scenario, every single one.
Literally,
and the one that I was like, this is gonna
scenarios, and the one
it was not impossible.
Everything. All right, we'll get there, because there's details that happened that would never happen, and you manifested it. We were like, we need an excuse, because if we come back, they're gonna be like, detention. You can't go to lunch off campus anymore.
Also, at this time, people were, doing things. Doing, what's the word? And they just got caught for it. So I was like, they're gonna be like, they were doing things.
We were on thin ice. Like, our senior class was on thin ice. And we didn't want to break the ice, especially not for us. We were on National Honor Society. I was president of the National Honor Society. We were the top 2 in our class. Kirsten was a valedictorian and I was a salutatorian. Don't look it up. We were just really good students, like teacher's pet.
Well,
kind of, except for the time you fought that teacher. Anyways,
another story for another time.
But that's for another time. That's for another messy vlog part 3. We have to come up with an excuse for why we didn't go to chapel. So I said, let's tell them we got into a car bonk. And Kirsten was like, no. And I was like, yeah, it's perfect. It's brilliant. Our minds. We got the minds of masterminds.
I'm telling you, I have the mind of a I have the mind of a mastermind. What's that? I don't know.
And we're like smart kids, so like they're not gonna question it.
Right.
So they questioned it, but we sat there in the car and we were rehearsing our lines, and we were like, okay, so we're gonna tell them we were in the Zaxby's parking lot, or we were in Zaxby's getting our lunch, and then someone came in and was like,
nobody would ever be like,
I feel like that's happened on television.
The way that we came up with this, like, people were like, somebody crashed a car outside, come help.
She got bonked. So that didn't happen, but we said it happened, and we were like, that is so solid. We're like, no one, okay, so I was like, no one's gonna question it. We're in. Okay, because take a shot every time I say okay. So for the record, everyone in the office loves us. They don't really care that like we were skipping whatever. We would just sign out in the middle of the day and be like, we're going for breakfast. And they'd be like, here's my card, give me some breakfast. And I'm thinking in my head, we're gonna walk into the office because the security guard patrols chapel to make sure kids aren't on their phone. Like a mall cop.
What did
Does
it
it
say?
hug if you love fritters? The only thing that I was like, if we get caught by the security guard, we're dead. We're done.
I said that.
There's no way. Yeah, you said that. Maybe whoever said that, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
But it was true. That security guard hated us. We
the
got
rest
in
of the
trouble.
year?
We were such good students, and we got in trouble for everything. Every time we like left class to like go to the bathroom, he'd like pop his head out and be like, "Where's your pass?" I'm like, girl, give us a break. He was the only variable in our equation that was going to get us bonked. We thought that he was okay. I definitely thought I was the pioneer of this terrible idea. I thought that he was just gonna be patrolling like he always does, like looking for kids on their phones. We pull up to the school. We've got our lines rehearsed. We're like, okay, they came in and told us.
Right.
He's like, the security guard is gonna come out as soon as we get there, and he's gonna be like, why are you late? And we're gonna be like, oh, we got into a car accident, and he's gonna be like, where's the police report? And I was like, ain't nobody gonna ask for a police report.
And then he was like, and if he does, he can't see it, like.
Yeah, I'm like, if he does, we can just be like, oh, it's in the car, and he'll be like, oh, okay.
Well, that did not happen.
Little did I know. We roll up, and we're like, I was sweating bullets. I don't know about you. I was sweating. Even though I thought that nothing was gonna happen. We like sat there for a second and we're like waiting and we're like, okay, I don't see him. I think we're good. So we hop out the car, get our bags, and start walking towards the office. We walk up and the door swings open, and guess who walks out? Guess who rolls out to come convict us of a crime
that we committed?
That we definitely, he was telling the truth about us. He had no right to tell the truth about us like that. We whipped open the lunchroom doors, which were right in front of the office. And I'm still thinking in my head, yes, I was having a heart attack, but I was also thinking in my head, he's not gonna ask for the police report. I really believed that. In my heart, I really believed that he was not going to ask for the police report. Guess what the first thing he said was? He said, why are we late, folks? And I said, we got into a car accident, someone hit the car. And he said, do you guys have a police report? And at the same time, no.
Yes. And then we looked at each other.
I'm like, no. And then we look, and Kirsten's like, it's in the car. And she just turns around and walks away. And I'm standing there with my backpack on, and I'm like, because he's like come into the office with me while Kirsten goes out to go get her police report out of the car. He's like, come into the office with me, we're gonna go sign you in. And he was standing right there watching me as I signed in, and I was like,
I'm walking out after he told me to go get the police report. I was like, girl, maybe I should just go home. Maybe I should call it a day. And then
he would have come up and been like, why did she get in her car and drive off? Why did she just
in Mexico
leave?
Now? Girl, I was ready to flee the scene.
You would have left me abandoned. I was really thinking that too. I was like, what if she just leaves? Because that's so you. Just get in the car and let's ride. And I'm sitting in there like, I don't know why she didn't just go get the police report. I swear we was telling the truth.
I called my mother and we worked it out. We got unexcused late, but
she went out there and she said, beep beep boop ba boo, Mom.
She answered, she's like, what you done did? And I told her exactly what to say. And I was like, I'll just give you the phone. I'll tell him that you told me not to give it to him because I don't have to show it. And then I gave him the phone and she goes, I told her not to make a report. It was fine, like something. And I was like, those were not the lines and that is not what I just told him. And I was like, girl, what the hell are we gonna do now?
We were out surveying the car like, what scratch can we use? Which one can we say we got hit with? Anyways, so that's the end of the story. We got off the hook. Still to this day, I think he knows. Play some music.
Okay,
we need to put them on
an
some
outro.
Belaganas.
Oh, go stream Belaganas.
Thanks for watching. This has been episode 2 of Messy Driving Vlogs. We hope you enjoyed. If you want another one, comment down below. If you hated it, comment down below.
If you disliked it, humble us.
If you disliked it, humble us. Show us in the little things. Don't just thumbs up it for fun. Thumbs down it if you didn't like it. Like give us that. We gotta communicate. We gotta,
right.
You know. Follow my Instagram. It's in the description. Follow Kirsten's Instagram. It'll be into the description. Tweet me at David Dobrik. All that jazz. And I'll see y'all the next time I post. Post Malone.
I'm tired of looking where I walk. Every damn pace it, tired of pacing down the block. Oh no, I've been hoping it'll stop. I keep on complaining, they keep asking what about.
Carbon.